Welcome, listeners, to a very special Adventures of Attitude with special guest star
Steph the DM.
from Natural Fun.
Sure as heck.
This is going to be an interesting one because we are not necessarily following the law of time and space. We're going to take a step back and look at what's happening at Nagodoko after, well, both before and after Little Misky left to find Marcus. And we have some very special players with us, too, in the sense that Eric is going to get to play one of his oldest D&D characters. I have played with them in a long while, in the format that they originally intended them. Isn't that right, Eric?
That's right. I will be playing Aerryn Stormson. He is a No, one of these special races that Sean created for his Corpulence homebrew campaign that I've been playing since a wee little level 1. I don't know why at the time when I created him, but I was really stuck in on the Common Rider and Super Sentai. I really wanted to play one. So we homebrewed a homebrew class, and then we found lasers and liches. By that time, I think he was like level 4 already, so it's like, why bother? But now he can actually be what he was intended to be. Using lasers and liches parlance, he is a speed mask henshin, which is homaging Common Rider.
Heck yeah.
Very cool.
Our story starts in the city of Bob,
in the continent of Corpulence.
Steph, Eric.
What would Ricochet and Aerryn be doing on their average day, and how would you describe them to the listeners?
Why don't you go first?
Okay. I figured that since this is an alternate universe to the home game, that by and large, Aerryn's story is unchanged, minus a few background bits here and there that I won't get into now. But for the listeners, Aerryn is a city guard in the city of Bob. He is a deputy. He is fairly serious, kind of no nonsense. He doesn't he's that sort of lone cop kind of guy where he doesn't really like working with a partner. He doesn't really want to deal with paperwork. He just wants to kind of get his work done. He's kind of a cowboy cop. He's not a dirty Harry type. He prefers to follow the rules. But his sense of justice is that, if the rules suck, he's gonna, make sure there's justice for the situation. His average day is probably just him on patrol, just walking around the city, just kind of, making sure everything is as sane as it can be in the city of Bob, which is kind of hard to do when, well, you'll see, listeners. As for what he looks like, No are twisted humans. In that the first No were an artificial creation of a cult/criminal organization known as Shokar. Aerryn happens to be one of those first generation No. So he is a cursed human. Because of that, No tend to wear full body robes and masks over their faces. The mask is... Did I say hooded? They wear hooded robes and masks over their faces. Their faces are a personal expression of themselves because the scientists working for Shokar wanted to basically take away their individuality and make them cannon fodder troops. So while they were there being experimented on and while they were trying to be brainwashed by Shokar, they fought back in every little way that they could. They took away their individuality. Well, they took the wooden bowls that they were served their food in and carved masks to give themselves back that individuality. The torturing that they experienced would cause their throats to become permanently damaged from the screaming. But because of that, they created a hand sign language so they could talk, because they would not lose their voice to Shokar's machinations. So, this is Aerryn. He is a former human, cursed to become a no, and he wears... his everyday wear is a shirt and pants, his hooded robe, some big but comfortable boots and gloves, as well as his mask, which is painted white with silver inscriptions. Some are between runic and tribal markings. Some are kind of, straight and angular, some kind of swirl. And there's two large black eye holes that are covered with a mesh so nobody can see his eyes. And this is the figure that most people see. They know it's Aerryn because over the robe he wears a leather vest armor with a large silver badge denoting his deputy status on the town guard. And as I said, he's just walking the streets on patrol. Sorry for taking so long to answer such a simple question.
You wanted to make sure you painted the whole picture. I respect that.
I know, it's a bad habit I sometimes over-describe.
I mean, it's like Charles Dickens. No big deal. It's good stuff. As for Ricochet, she is a briar, which is a rabbit person. She is a white-furred, floppy-eared briar, and think rhinestone cowboy, and you will have a pretty good image of what she is wearing. She likes to wear...
Rhinestone cowboy.
Absolutely.
No, I like that, I like that. Not to interrupt, but I do want to point out to the listeners that Briar is another of Sean's homebrew race creations for Corpulence.
It sure is. Sean is incredibly creative and comes up with these fantastical different races that we can play, and I'm very excited to get to be here and do that today. So yeah, she's a briar, which is a rabbit folk. She's floppy-eared. She has white fur, and she wears. She tends to wear darker-colored clothing on top of her white fur, so she has like a dark-colored cowboy hat and with like shinies in it. A dark-colored vest with like shinies on it. She has a whip at her hip, and she doesn't take any flack from anyone. She, on a normal day, would probably just be bumming around. She's very sociable. She likes to know what's going on around town all the time, so she's kind of got her ear to the ground, as it were.
Because rabbit.
Because rabbit. With what her job tends to be, she would, she tends to go unnoticed because briars are kind of small. She is actually extremely small. She's more along the 5-foot side. And she can kind of weave her way in and out between crowds and go unnoticed despite her somewhat flashy attire. She tends to gather a lot of information because people don't realize she's there. They look right over her head. And she likes to play her hand that way. So she likes to, be sociable and charming when she has to. But for the most part, if she can go unnoticed and just listen in and gather all this information, she would probably just be bopping around town and seeing what the word is and gathering up little informational tidbits about folks to get an upper hand.
All right. You both roll me a perception check.
Sure.
A perception check.
I got a 13. Wait, does it oh, never mind.
Oh, crap, that's right. Nobody.
What just happened over there?
Proficient to any attack or saving throw. Okay, good. So 18 plus 4, so 22.
Dang.
Okay. So I would say,
He's a cop. He's gonna have high perception.
I just rolled poo-poo.
No, you did all right. Ricochet, I would say you had you're about having your daily meeting with your mentor.
Okay.
Patrick, the goddamn Machinist.
Okay.
The creator of the Henshin devices, and technically special guest, but I'm voicing him, so there.
Fair.
So,
interesting.
Well, Ricochet.
It's a cameo.
How's it? How's it been going?
Oh, well, it's, I hear different things out in the street just like you told me to, and I'm just keeping my ear out for things like you said.
Good. I've been hearing some good things around here. Things may actually be slowing down. And as he says this, Aerryn, you're patrolling the pier at the moment.
The pier, huh?
And you hear this. Yep. And you hear the strangest sound. You're the first one of the two of you to hear it first. It's very brief, but it catches your attention as you look out in the ocean and you see across in the nearby continent a pyre of black shit flying into the air.
So just a big old black explosion that is visible from a...
Black explosion and, visible... Geyser is visible.
From a continent away across an ocean.
Like a mushroom cloud? I know I'm not there, but I...
No. It's more of a geyser, and I think,
less mushroom cloud and more just, pillar of...
smoke.
Black quote-unquote light / energy just launching itself into the stratosphere. Yeah?
Oh dear.
Yeah,
okay.
And I think as people start to notice, even all the way down by where Ricochet and Patrick are, as Patrick looks over and goes, "What the hell?" Turns and looks. As you guys don't necessarily see it as detailed as Aerryn, but there's definitely something happening across the ocean from what you can see. There's something, or at least towards the pier.
I can just imagine, Aaron's sitting there, he's enjoying the view, and suddenly, shoom! Just this black pillar that's and he just kind of follows it upwards as it just kind of streaks into the atmosphere. He just kind of purses his lips and goes, "Fuck."
I feel like Ricochet would look at Pat and be like, "I'm sorry, you were saying about calming down. What was that?"
I could easily should have known not to say that, because that was just pushing my luck.
Yeah, you jinxed it for sure. That was definitely a jinx.
What?
And we killed him.
Well, let's quickly go down to the pier.
Yeah, fleet of foot, quick like a rabbit, as it were.
So then Patrick runs after you, and
Yep.
And
I will run towards the pillar of awful.
okay, and then roll me a quick athletic check.
Me?
Yep.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics actually, yeah, because there's some people panicking.
Can I do flippity do like some parkour off the?
Yeah.
Advantage.
You just want to go ping, 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 don't you, Ricochet?
Yes. 26.
Oh shit!
Son of a...
You are literally like kick up off of a basket. You are literally like parkouring
Ping,
off of
ping,
people's
ping!
heads.
Parkour! Y'all get out of the way, you hear?
God damn! Was that a natural 20?
No, I just have a really high acrobatic.
Okay then. Double goddamn.
Okay, so then you both arrive at the pier, and there's Aerryn standing there. There's also some boats arriving off.
Aaron's just leaning up against the wall, his one leg crossed at his ankle over the other. That's it. That's what he does. He's just got his arms crossed. He's got his foot crossed, and he can like hear you when you two approach, and he just goes.
And I would say at this point,
Would I know Aerryn? I'm sorry, not to interrupt, but would I already know?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Aerryn.
That is a good question. Do they?
I think you guys would know each other because Aerryn was one of the people fighting. She was one of the people there when you had your unique. Well, how would we put it? How would you want to put it to the listeners?
Who? What?
I'll leave that up. The unique, like the unique trait of why Briars are the way they are.
Oh.
How you came out of the tank.
Yeah. You probably knew me before I was a Briar, when I was a woman and not in my last life.
Yeah, I would say Aerryn knows Ricochet as the Briar that popped out of the tank and probably drop kicked Bano in the back of the head.
Yep. With my big fuck off rabbit foot.
That, in and of itself, just endeared you to Aerryn.
Yes.
Aerryn doesn't like Bano at all.
Who does?
You'd probably do some crazy flippy flips and then just suddenly like superhero pose next to you like, how's it going, Slick? I see there's a very large pillar of awful ahead of us. Do you know what that's about?
Someone touched something they shouldn't have. No doubt.
You know, we've told them not to do things like that. Why does nobody listen?
Who knows? Just another mess for me to clean up.
Well, I'm here too. We can do this. We got this, for sure.
So Patrick runs up, and he's very winded.
Because he rolled a 3 on athletics.
Well, probably because I was doing like parkour up the side of the building.
Parkour! Parkour!
You have a few minutes of it going.
Do you need a minute?
Sorry, Patrick. I didn't mean to roll so bad for you.
Do you want an inhaler? I don't. You got this?
He holds up a finger like. Oh.
All right. You take your time. There's only a giant pillar of death ahead of us. I'm sure there's plenty of time.
Worse. That's across the ocean, and we can see it clearly from here.
What do you think? An explosion?
We'd be so lucky.
I think Patrick just kind of stands up and stares out, and he's like, God damn it. We're going to have to go.
There we go.
Where are we gonna have to? How are we getting over there?
Okay, do me a perception check for boats.
Oh boy. Dirty 20.
18.
Okay. I will say you do notice there's one boat that's heading out in a hurry that you're not going to catch, but without having perception on your boat, I would say
Mhm.
you would note that it's the SS Johto.
Guess that's Jodo.
God
Yeah,
damn
Yeah.
it.
Hell yes.
Sure.
but it's definitely speeding away.
Dun, 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 dun.
How far is it?
It's I would say it's like at least a couple yards out. There is another boat. There is another boat that's actually hasn't left yet. There's a short, stout man. It looks almost like a dwarf, except he has some reptilian features. Like he's just like a very upset man. He's just shaking his head, he's just rubbing his nose. And there is a Asimar woman on the boat as well, who appears to be a you guess maybe a barbarian, but maybe a pirate. But those aren't real. Those aren't a real class.
Like a swashbuckler?
Like, well, I mean, just like their clothing is just kind of like piratey, like it's just or like seaman, like
Yar.
Okay. And that's on a boat that we can't. That's on the boat that's not moving, or that's on the boat that's moving.
that's on the boat that's not moving.
Okay.
There's a couple other ones heading out. Some of them you do recognize are heading for Arcania, the mechanical city between the continents, but probably.
All right.
All right, it seems like the SS Johto would be the best bet for crossing an ocean, but
Even though it's already traveling,
yeah,
do you want to try and superhero ridiculous go over the water, suddenly land on the boat kind of deal?
I was tempted to, honestly.
I'm a down.
But
What would we have to roll to get on the boat that's already moving?
I guess that would be acrobatics, but it's gonna be a high DC. I'm just gonna let you know it's gonna be a high DC.
Yes.
well, is it how far is it out? Because as a speed mask, I have something called a battle charger, which means additionally, if I take the dash action on my turn, my movement speed is tripled instead of doubled.
Damn.
Which means instead of, let's see, if I dash normally as a medium creature with a 30-foot speed, that means I go 60, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it means I go 90 because it's tripled instead.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is.
Sean's like, what the fuck, guys?
I'm just realizing I did this wrong. You guys are off the rails faster than Eric and Sid the first time.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. We actually want to just hire the boat that's sitting in the thing.
I think it's me. It's my fault.
Okay, I will say, you can try, but I will say it has a high DC because I think as soon as they see you heading for the boat, they speed up.
Okay.
Excuse you?
I don't know why they would speed up. Did they roll a higher enough perception to even see people?
Actually, you're right. I should roll a perception. Well, I just figured out.
That's a.
I mean, if you straight just don't want us to do it, we could not try.
No, I'm. It's foreshadowing. Or why did I say that? Oh shit.
Okay. Okay.
Honestly, I was actually gonna commandeer the smaller boat to see if we can catch up to the bigger boat.
Oh, you want to commandeer a boat? Oh, this is my speed
Okay.
as well. Can I?
Okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, all right, yeah, you guys can try.
What can I roll to steal a boat?
Not steal a boat. He's gonna walk up to the lizard dwarf and, point a thumb at his badge and goes, "We need your boat."
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna sneak on the boat past you and just start doing things.
Okay, all right. Stop me a stealth check.
Oh shit! Yes, that's a nat 20.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I think as you head over there, Aerryn, and Patrick's falling, Ricochet's
Mhm.
is suddenly not there.
Well, I mean, not to continue the shenaniganry, but I did roll a 23 for perception.
Okay, they're suddenly not there, but you distinctly hear ever so slightly the sound of
Ping, ping, ping.
I see. I have in mind of Aerryn being the lone wolf he is, getting annoyed by her trying to sneak onto the ship, grabbing her by her cottontail and pulling her back with a sharp no.
There's no way with a nat 20 that you can grab me.
I think you grab at it and
And I don't think there's a way with a nat 20 you could grab me.
yeah, a nat 20. We're going with the nat 20 rule.
Okay.
You grab, but you do grab at what you think is Ricochet, but it's just a dust cloud.
It's a tumbleweed that she threw behind her as she was. Distraction! Pocket sand.
Oh god. That actually, yeah, that I almost say, yeah, it's just like a pocket. It's a sand cloud. But yeah, Ricochet is hidden in a barrel of carrots on the ship.
Perfect.
All right then.
Oh wait, no, it's a barrel of apples.
Okay.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so then the captain goes, all right, Aerryn.
They're really good apples.
He's like, all right, okay, come on.
Aerryn just hops onto the boat with a appreciative nod.
Patrick goes on and goes, onward to adventure. Okay, no, that doesn't sound like something Patrick would say. Like, all right, let's.
Yeah, but this isn't Patrick. It's just Patrick.
I know, but I want to make it sound. I'm trying to be legit. He knows I'm imitating him. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's get this going. At least no one has flipped the coin yet. If someone has flipped the coin, then we know there's trouble.
Aerryn just kind of gives Patrick a look.
He rubs his nose and
he just kind of sighs and shakes his head.
Have you already departed at this point?
Yeah, we're all there. I think they moved to the front and they're heading on the boat and they're heading for the other one.
Okay. Once we've left the shore, I'm going to come out of the barrel eating them. Like super nonchalant, like, oh hey guys, when'd you get here?
So all right,
Aerryn's just gonna stand at the bow of the ship, his foot, up on the railing because I'm a dork like that and I like the imagery.
It makes me think about Muppet Treasure Island.
All
Sailing for the big blue sea.
right. So I think that the deckhand of the ship kind of looks at you with those apples. Goes, you're gonna owe us for those apples.
What apples? She just wanders away.
All right. So I'm gonna
I don't see any apples. I don't know what y'all are talking about. These came half-eaten. You should probably talk to your supplier.
deception. Okay, you're probably gonna beat that unless you roll lower than a 3.
10?
That passes because they rolled a 3.
Aerryn's just thinking to himself, this is gonna be a long trip.
These are really good apples, though, I'm told.
All right. Someone roll me a driving or a survival check.
How's your survival?
Yeah, no, that's an 11 from me there.
May I try?
Yeah.
By all means.
I would say with the first one, you guys start to catch up, but not by much.
I got a 21.
Phew.
I had a 19 on the die. Just got lucky.
Okay, you guys are still trying to catch up on the ship. There's a Triton and a Sea Elf on the front just watching you guys chase after them, and they look very annoyed.
Why are they charging towards the death? Do they have a death wish?
No, they're in the back of the boat just glaring at you guys because you guys are trying to catch up with their boat.
Aerryn's just glaring right back at them.
I feel like Ricochet would stand next to Aerryn, take off her hat and swing it around and be like, yeehaw, it's a chase!
Natural 20 to intimidation. I rolled a natural 20, a 23 overall.
To intimidate them?
for a intimidation as he just glares at the people staring down at him from the SS Johto.
They cringe. And then the thing is, you see a couple of goblins heading out on the deck as they cringe and head back. They're weird little goblins. They're wearing white helmets, as far as you can tell.
Are they eating dice?
They aren't eating dice, but they are tan.
White helmet wearing goblins.
Yep.
And they are going to...
How far away are they?
I would say that you guys are catching up enough that, like, you guys are close enough that you can see the ship. I want to say, like, maybe 40 feet.
40 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to look over and they're going to yell at you guys.
We didn't do anything. Why are you guys following us? Yeah, I mean, come on. This is profiling. Just because we're races are from the sea, we're gonna be chased because we decided to go back to the sea. That's racism.
We need the boat.
You've got a boat.
Oh, yours is faster, though, so we were thinking maybe y'all could give us a lift if you'd just be so kind.
Aerryn just points to the big black pillar of across the ocean.
Okay. There's a turn as they look back, then they look back at you. Then they look back like they're thinking, what the fuck is that?
We need your boat.
Trade ya.
Fine. Let me go get the captain. And then they head back in, and then the boat starts to slow down so you guys can catch up.
Cool.
As soon as they're within range, I would assume Aerryn would have our little boat pull up aside so he can climb up. I'm hoping there's like a ladder on the side of the ship.
Yeah, there's a ladder on the side of the ship that you can climb up on.
Okay.
Or a plank and then cross.
Well, if the SS Johto is a big cruise ship like I'm thinking it is,
Oh, yeah, it's going to be much higher.
the size disparity between their ship and ours is going to be a pain in the butt to do that.
Right.
It's not like a cruise ship. It's just it's not a schooner. It's big enough that it has like a below. Let's put it that way.
Okay. But it's still
Alright, so
cross-ocean worthy, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
once it's close enough, can we just get on then?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I do that. Please.
Yeah, Aerryn's going to leap up and start climbing the ladder.
The captain comes over. They're a female elf, pink hair, in a tuft.
Mhm.
Cut down. There's like bald on one side. It's like it looks like a punk, like like a punk, like hair over one side.
It's like a Skrillex?
Oh yeah, the shaved undercut.
Is it like a Skrillex?
I think so.
And she's like, all right, we can give you a ride, just stay out of our stuff.
Much obliged.
Good.
She glances over at Aerryn and says, my name is Gigi.
Didi?
Gigi.
Is that what?
Gigi.
Geeky.
Kiki?
Gigi, like Gigi.
Gigi.
Can you spell that? Sorry, I guess I'm being an idiot. Gigi?
No, it's just Discord's sound messing up, I'm sure.
Oh, Gigi. Okay. Sorry. Brain fart.
Aerryn just kind of points the thumb to his badge, goes, Aerryn.
Ricochet Moon, it's a pleasure to meet you. And then she would take her hand and just start furiously shaking it.
She takes it and shakes back. She's a little surprised by the friendliness, but then she's like, all right, we'll get you over there. Patrick is still trying to climb up. I mean, he's actually just still trying to climb the ladder.
Can I use my whip to pull him up?
Yeah.
I do that.
He's a little guy. He is a gnome, if I remember correctly.
Well, he's probably about the same height as me, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, that's going on.
You want me to roll something to do that, or do I just do that?
Acrobatics.
Okay.
No, athletics, sorry.
Athletic.
Yeah. While Ricochet is helping Patrick up, Aerryn is going to go to the front of the ship. He's going to keep an eye on that black pillar of energy, because that shit ain't good.
That's a 17.
Okay, yeah, with some effort, he'll pull him up, and he's like, much obliged, Ricochet.
Send my whip down, just pull him back up.
Let's get this going on. As soon as we get to there, the sooner someone won't flip the. And then there's a spark of energy in front of him, and a coin flips out in the middle of the air.
Oh, God.
And he catches it out of the air, and he slams it in his palm, and is like, "Well, damn it! Someone flipped the all-for-one chip.
Jesus.
Uh-oh.
We need to get to Nadoko.
We're going... Where?
You remember where we took that?
I was going to say, do we want to do a history roll?
Yeah. You guys can both do a history roll.
Okay.
Ooh, 19.
18.
You guys both recognize the name of Nadoko. It was actually a city in the neighboring continent that had sent aid during the War with Shokar. In fact, one of their leaders came and died and was reborn in corpulence as part of the campaign against Bano.
Mm.
You're both on good terms with her.
Yeah, but, Nadoku, Bano, that's always going to make Aerryn just kind of...
Patrick goes,
There's only two people who could flip this, and, well, we all know one of them.
something's going on. They need help.
I feel like Ricochet would pat Aerryn on the shoulder while she can't really reach his shoulder, so like the small of his back, and be like, "It'll be alright. We got this together."
Bano!
There.
So Gigi goes over to the front of the boat, and
With this knowledge, he starts taking you to Nadoko, the city where monsters and humans get along. It has a great bakery.
Ooh.
Do love a good baked good.
and also
I hear they have great donuts.
they do. And it's also the leading city for adoption of changelings, as for many of those that were, the history for changelings, how they're typically mentioned as orphans. Like they have a great program for adoption there for families who either can't or aren't or just can't have a kid of their own. It's kind of a nice thing. In fact, I would say that I have a history check. We both have also met a changeling, such a changeling. Met the daughter of the Duchesses Ryoko and
Oh, the folks that I met?
Yep.
Ryoko and... Hold on, I have it.
Belladonna. There we go.
Yeah. I was gonna say Bella, but that's...
Actually, you know what? I would say the rest of the travel is pretty good. Whoever owns this ship is pretty secretive, though. They don't want you guys going down or below deck.
Well, that's gonna make Aerryn's cop senses.
Your spidey senses tingling?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they just bring up that they have a bunch of goblins that work on the ship. They were weirded out by corpulence and their goblins.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to make sure that their crew feels comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You scared a little old me? How rude.
And how long is this trip?
I would say it's a couple days.
Okay.
Okay. What do we do during that time? Just come around?
There's stuff you can do around the ship. Gigi found I will soften enough to point out things you guys can do on the ship.
Okay.
Just to keep just so you're at least not like bored.
Can I snoop?
You can.
I would like to snoop.
Okay, that would be an investigation check.
Keep my ear to the ground, see if I can find out anything interesting about our host.
Yeah, I was gonna sneak below decks.
Oh, probably not super great. I got a 6.
Okay, I say with a 6 you do, but then you kind of get you try to like keep them distracted for Aerryn, but then you get super involved in their stories. You find out that the Triton is named Lee, and then the Sea Elf is named Chan.
Chan. I get like fascinated by him.
Yeah, they have stories. They've just been going all over the place.
Okay, so she's just following me around like,
Yeah.
tell me more stories. What else you got? I like to hear things. Keep talking. What are you saying?
And like to mention that they've had a recent visit to the city of Pearly Gate before they came to Bob.
Yeah.
A lot of like almost as weird there as it is, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell which is the weirder of the two cities.
Oh, corpulence by far.
You haven't been to Pearly Gates yet, though.
Oh, sorry, you were kind of cutting in and out. I, again, blame Discord.
Oh, no, yeah, I was saying like that. They were to the city of Pearly Gates before this.
Mm.
City of technology and bio stuff. That's all they'll say is it's bio stuff. It's not that interesting.
Bio stuff.
Humans?
What was that?
Humans? Like alive people? Is that what bio stuff mean?
Alive people, weirdly alive people.
Weirdly alive people.
They've seen things there that they can't unsee.
Not great.
Fun times.
So, what was your investigation roll here?
I didn't roll investigation. You want me to?
Yeah.
That is an 18.
Ooh.
Okay, I say you get downstairs. You manage to sneak around. We go there. Well, Ricochet is busy with just having this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdly enough, it doesn't seem as strange. You do see like the goblins kind of like.
Well, I was gonna say, I was gonna stealth.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah. Faceless. Knows gain advantage on all deception checks, as well as stealth checks in crowded or public areas.
Ooh.
But is the underside of a ship a public area?
It's the crew area, and it is crowded.
All right, I'll give you that.
Oh, I should have thought to use my special thing too.
Right. That's okay, so that's an 18 plus 5 for stealth, and a natural 20 plus 5 for stealth.
Woo!
Alright, you managed to sneak around down there. The goblins seem to be strange. They seem to be wearing these weird skeleton caps that seem to be like crocodile skulls.
Crocodile skulls?
Yeah. Like nothing, they're definitely not human, whatever the skulls are, but they're just like these weird skulls they're using for caps. They don't actually seem to be doing anything weird. There's some folded up metal bars for saying it looks like for like transportation, but they're not transporting any animals or anything at the moment.
So there aren't any animals around here?
There aren't any animals, they're just like the goblins working around the ship. They're unusual for goblins, they're very tan.
Something's still bothering Aerryn. That's making him hinky. But he's gonna go back above because he doesn't want to let that pillar of darkness out of his vision for long.
Yeah, is it still like up? Like even though we're traveling through a couple days, is it still like obvious and just as ominous?
I would say after a day, not quite a full day, but after some time, it stopped. So well, you guys make it to the city. Where are you guys gonna go first?
I mean, we would.
This is.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, Sean. This is Aerryn. He's gonna go straight for that pillar of darkness.
Well, you guys arrived at Nidoko first. The pillar of darkness was actually off to the side.
Okay. He's going to go towards the pillar of darkness. Remember, Aerryn has a one-track mind. He sees ass to be kicked. He's gonna go and kick its ass.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my friend so that way he doesn't wander into the ocean and drown.
Well, I mean, if it's that far away, he's going to look for transportation, yes, but he's going to be single-mindedly wanting to go towards it in that direction.
I think Patrick puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, Aerryn, I understand the instinct to go there first, but if Nidoko, we're here because if someone flipped this coin, they were willing to bet on all or nothing for help to come, which means they may have more information about what we need to do about the pillar.
Fair enough.
Fine.
Why don't we at least hear him out, Aerryn? You know?
Let's go.
We cut scene to the castle.
And a very angry tiefling woman with a battle axe / hammer is just glaring down. You know her as the Duchess of Raelco, and she goes, I did not ask for help. What are you doing here?
Oh, hi. How are you? Long time no see, darling.
I have had better days.
Well, us too. We just got off a boat. There's big floaty things, but we got called here, so what's the scoop, sweetie?
I think Patrick also holds up. She goes, we got called. It's what we need to do. We need to come here first. What's going on? Well, Someone seems to have let Bonemeister out.
Bonemeister.
They let him out? Like a pet on a walk? Like, why is this? Why?
I am still gathering information, but apparently they broke out of Asimar Grove and they paid a visit in the last few days.
Special.
It's been very fun dealing with the fact that there are several Henshins pulling crap in our city.
Where?
All over the place. We are having trouble just handling general things.
Such as?
There have been, and I would say the travel from getting the boat landing there probably take about a day. It was late enough by the time you guys got in that you had to stop at an inn.
Okay.
Well, there are people disappearing in the last day or so.
Disappearing? Like, into thin air? Or you just can't find them?
Or kidnapped.
Yes. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
And you said this is happening all over the city.
It is. There are people disappearing, there's people being snatched up, attacked. But this one doesn't seem... There is one thing you can do to help out.
That being?
There are a series of disappearances that do not seem to be matching what's been going on in the Tar Village district.
And what way don't they match?
There's no sign of Henshin. There's just people disappearing. People who might not necessarily, as much as I've worked to make Nadoku a city of peace, a city of understanding, people might not want to find.
Wait, you said Henshin.
I did. There are Henshin. There are Henshin in there. We have at least one other Henshin in the city that is working for us.
That's good, is it not?
We are having far more attack people, destroy businesses, steal supplies.
There are Henshin committing crimes?
There are. I have people.
Well, that's rubbish.
And they are doing it in ways.
Not to interrupt, and you can keep going, but as soon as she says that, Aerryn just kind of turns and walks off into the city.
Oh dear. I'm sorry. He does this. Aerryn, we have to hear the whole story before we wander off, and we don't be stupid.
Sorry, Steph. This is Aerryn. This is what he does.
Can I use my whip to grab him and drag him back?
Is he heading towards Char Village?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He heard that there were Henshin committing crimes, and he's like, He's gonna put a stop to that right quick and in a hurry.
Cool. Can I use my whip to grab him and drag him back while we finish what she's saying?
Yeah, you can try.
Can I try? Can I roll to try?
Yeah.
What do you want me to use for that?
I was gonna say, what are we gonna have to...
It's athletics, right?
It'd be an attack roll if AC to grapple.
Oh, lol. Okay. Nope, that's not gonna do anything. That's a natty 1. I dropped my whip.
No, you whip back and you hear a shout as Ryoko clutches her face. Like, ah!
I'm sorry. I'm a little rusty. No.
Just go to Char Village, find out what's going on there. If you can stop that, then we'll talk more.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that. So sorry. So sorry. Tell the wifey I said hi. Okay, bye. Come on, Patrick.
And then Patrick goes, I'll see what I can find out more here. You both go.
And as Aerryn probably leapt up the side of a building and onto the rooftops by now.
Parkour.
Okay, yeah, alright, then that'd be acrobatics for both of you.
How's a 15?
You land roughly. You're not used to the city. You're used to sturdier materials, and
I'll blame that I'm coming off of 2 days on the sea. I don't have my land legs back.
Mm-hmm.
If that is all right with you.
that's fine.
Excellent.
Yeah, I would just go after him, I guess. Can I also
Yep.
do some flippies? Yes.
That'd be an acrobatics.
24.
I think you managed to just catch up, and there's a point where like you're actually getting ahead of Aerryn, like a meet Roadrunner thing going on.
Bing, bing, bing! Hiya!
Actually, you know, this actually works out for something, As you get down to the Char Village district, you hit the roof of Baker's Dozens, a local bakery run by Baker Duzan. And as you land on the
Baker, I love it.
As you land on the roof, someone inside hears a loud bang from above, I believe. Marcel, roll me a perception check.
It's your moment to shine.
Alrighty. Let's see. Well, depending. Total of 16.
Something literally just landed on your friend's roof that you've been crashing at the last few days. Or last day or so.
You just hear a solid kind of thump.
And then another thunk.
It'd be like a soft, fluffy thunk.
I mean, you know, to be fair, that would make more sense.
I got rabbit feet. You'd hear like toe beans.
So Sid, how are you going to deal with this intruder, obviously on your friend's roof?
Oh, you magnificent bastard. I see what you're doing, Sean.
I have a bad feeling about this, but
No, it's thematically appropriate.